Good morning, everyone. I'm Sister Jenna, your host for our new America Meditating segment called Wise-ish. It's your power boost for the morning. It's for you to take your dose for your inner cure. Join us every day, Monday through Friday, from 8:30 a.m. to 8:45 ET. Don't forget, take your dose. Welcome to Wise-ish, your daily power boost, your daily dose. For you to get yourself in gear and to get yourself fired up and ready to go. You know, I just wanted to, not only did I just want to add some more energy to America Meditating Radio, but I just want to keep adding energy to our own lives. And so for whatever it takes, we've got to add energy to our lives. And today is about a compassionate heart. And I came across a reading when I was searching about it in, my spiritual community known as the Brahma Kumaris. And there is a story about Sister Gita, who's my mother, who was visiting Mount Abu, India in Madhuban, and she stopped over in London. And she said she wasn't feeling so well, so one of the sisters in the building had invited her to go and rest in one of the rooms upstairs. It turned out that Sister Gita chose Daddy Janki's room. And if, for those of you who know Daddy Janki, she passed away on March 27th of this year, but she was 104 years old, and she was the spiritual heart and breath of the Brahma Kumaris for many, many years. And the sister found out that Sister Gita was in Daddy Janki's room. So she came in and she says, "You can't be here. You have to leave. You have to leave. This is Daddy's room." And Daddy happened to have been walking, to her room and heard the conversation. And when she went into her room, she saw Sister Gita lying there. And she says, "Are you okay?" And Sister Gita told Daddy, "I'm not feeling so well." She says, "Acha, acha. Just take some rest, take some rest." And what she came across with was the deep compassion that Daddy Janki had for her. And what I took from that moment of reading and looking at it and thinking about what compassion is, I would like to offer us a particular stance that is current in the times that we're in. But here's what I think a compassionate heart is. A compassionate heart is a heart that holds no prejudice. That's what a compassionate heart is. And if it's possible for you to just sit in that for a minute and see how that makes you feel. And try to play a story in your mind about what it's like to have a heart with no prejudice. No prejudice. The heart is so compassionate, it holds no prejudice. It consistently has the formation of energy in the character that it is in this birth, it is in this incarnation to be of service. It is here to serve. It is here to bestow, it is here to give, it is here to walk in the footsteps of another. It is here to hold a gentle silence that says, "I hear you, I see you, I feel you, and I am here for you." Compassion is such a virtue nowadays. And I know that sometimes we might, define compassion as a fiery form of love, a really go-get-it kind of love. But it could just be a very gentle presence of even your quietude. I was overhearing a conversation yesterday, and it was someone who led a march. And she very passionately shared how she has helped all the communities using her platform, because she has a platform that has quite a number of individuals. And she said, "I've held all the support for all these various groups of people, and I've gotten a lot of, and she's gotten a lot of support. But now she's actually stepping in to expand the platform of Black Lives Matter. And she felt she didn't get the amount of support she got when she was supporting the LGBT community, when she was supporting the environment, when she was supporting gun violence. When it came to Black Lives Matter, it was like she was alone almost. I thought it was very interesting. But also as she was expressing her many generations of pain that she's inherited from previous ancestors. And as I sat there listening to her appeal and her story and her truth, the only way that I could define my compassion was, okay, it's like in two ways. I wasn't sure if I could handle all of it. And so sometimes when you're not sure if you can handle the suffering of someone else, you sometimes become numb and you kind of try to go somewhere else because you don't know how to handle it. And then the second aspect was that if my compassion is there, and even if I don't have the intellectual resolve, or I don't have the financial ability, or I don't have the physical ability to support that person, there's another form of compassion that's really high on my list. And it's that very quiet space that you let someone into to find comfort without saying a word. It's like you don't have what's needed to pacify the soul at any physical level. And maybe even if emotionally you joined the person in tears, maybe it still wouldn't help. But a compassionate heart will kind of create this space, this field of comfort for you to sit in whatever state you're in. As you sit in quietude, holding that soul, the soul feels satisfied and comforted by your quiet space that you're creating for them. So this compassionate heart doesn't hold any prejudice. And for so many people who are talking about the race issue at this moment in the country, and I'm happy to say the Shift Network is doing a complete series of race, which I believe I'll be on Friday, I believe. If you go into the Shift Network, you'll see my topic will be what's next, a spiritual perspective, something of that nature. So please look out for that on the Shift Network. Just Google maybe Shift Network and Sister Jenna. It should show up. But the whole thing is about not holding any prejudice in your heart. Prejudice of the role of a man and a woman, that a woman isn't supposed to do this or a man is not supposed to do this. Not holding any prejudice of the color of his skin. And so the whole area of racism of late is inviting us to amplify our compassionate heart. If you happen to be a Caucasian and you're sometimes scared to speak up because you're afraid to offend someone with a more tanned complexion, speak up anyway. No one's going to just speak up anyway, so you can begin to observe and feel who you might be on the inside. If you happen to be an African American or a mulatto American, whatever it is, and even you've recognized your own prejudice within your own race and within the white race and with the white race, speak up anyway. Speak up anyway and hear where your heart is. If you happen to be Asian, and even if you're Indian in particular and your skin is brown but you don't consider yourself black, check if you have any prejudice sitting in your heart. And speak up about it anyway. And listen back to yourself, because whatever you say in your words tend to come back to life for you. And in your speaking up, what it's opening up is your ability to hear yourself clearly and your opportunity to discern for yourself, am I a compassionate human being? Because right now, the need of the time is a compassionate heart, where there's absolutely no prejudice in it. And even if you don't have anything to say, when you hear the rawness from others, let the heart at that time be non-judgmental, and let it just be open to just say, I'm here. And there's a compassionate quality of listening that internally you might say, I don't have the money, I don't have the intelligence, I don't have the emotion, I don't know what to do. The greatest thing you can do is to open up your compassionate heart by making yourself available to be a very silent, quiet, comfort space for anyone to come into, to share with you their aches and their pain. This is your wise-ish moment for this morning, and I hope that helps someone today to really connect to that energy of love and peace. All right, so Santosh, you're going to play the meditation first, or do I read the blessing or the good wish for the day? So let's see what your good wish and pure feeling is for today. You know, every day you get a special blessing from the day, from Wise-ish. You are a master son of wisdom, and as a result, you have become an embodiment of happiness, and you spread rays of happiness throughout the whole world with your smile. You are a master son of wisdom, and as a result, you have become an embodiment of happiness. You spread rays of happiness throughout the world with your smile. Oh, that was beautiful. Thanks for joining us on Wise-ish. Enjoy this meditation, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Open up your compassionate heart. Take care. As I sit here in quiet reflection, I'm reminded how my thoughts create my reality. I've accepted that I am what I am because of what I think. So what if for this moment I choose to let go of my various attachments to physical forms that have limited my potential and my capacity? What if I chose to be free from limitations of thinking? So just for a little while, I invite you to take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And imagine for a moment, what if I no longer had an attachment to my name? How would that feel? What if I let go of the awareness of the gender? What if I let go of the roles that I play, the titles that I own? What if I decided to release thinking of myself as a religion, a language, a nationality? What if I choose to just let go of the name, gender, role, title, religion, language, nationality, and let go of the awareness of the body? How would I feel? Who would think of me in this awareness? And who would I think of? I would think of God. And God's remembrance would fall on me. And I, the living soul, would be completely free. Let me just sit in this moment for a little longer. And just be free. Now gently bring back the awareness of your gender, language, nationality, title, role, name, religion, whatever. Bring it back to your awareness and see if you can bring the experience of freedom and peace as you go out into the world and play your various parts. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.